Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Tales from the Rails. Episode 39. A surprise for Gordon. Good morning, Stafford. Good morning, Emily. Express coming through. Good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Henry. And who is this here? Hello there. I'm Trev. Hello there. You seem new. Oh, I am. I was just recently built and not exactly built, but restored by Sir Topham Hatt. He's a good man, isn't he? Indeed. Now I shall be off. Arthur has another lesson for me. Oh, he's still a beginner. Yes, he is, said Henry. You should come by to the docks. That's where the fun begins. The fun? The poor engine can barely shunt. Engines today. Suddenly, the guard blew his whistle. That's my cue. Goodbye, Henry. Goodbye, Gordon. And Gordon thundered away. Hey, sorry, little Trev, but the express waits for no one. Looks like I have a lot more to learn. Hello, little Reneus. Not so little. I'm a gallant little engine. That was years ago. Okay, Elizabeth, take that to the lumberyard. Yes, sir. Then Sir Topham had checked his watch. Gordon must be in a good mood today, as he heard rumbling of the rails, and then Gordon came in with a screech. Gordon, you're early. Is it a record, sir? Yes, it is, said Sir Topham Hatt. Congratulations. I was feeling in a good mood this morning, and as you can tell, the run went smoothly. Well, that's great, Gordon. Let these passengers get on board and head on down to the docks. Yes, sir. Then Gordon headed down the line towards the docks, the long stretch on the main line. Sir Topham Hatt was left on the platform, thinking, seems like Gordon's broken another record. Maybe I should have a little surprise for him. Then he walked into his office and said no more. The next morning, Stephen was patiently waiting at a junction, when suddenly he heard a rumble. That does not sound quite familiar. What could that be? Suddenly, as if a green blur had blown by Stephen, he was surprised to see the result. Why, it's Scotsman, said Stephen, joining onto the main line. What a surprise this will be. Terence was working in a nearby field, and when Scotsman passed, it blew a giant gust of wind. Terence shook, and plants hit his face. Ouch, she said. That means Scotsman's back. Yes, the Flying Scotsman had come back to the island, a place where he would call home from home. Why, it's Scotsman. It's been so many years. I haven't seen him in forever too, Duke. Well, it's good to see you back here too. It's just time. Sir Topham Hatt brought me to this project. Even though it's a pretty unimportant load. Hey, everything's important on the island. Well, you can say that again, Sir Duke. Anyways, welcome, Flying Scotsman. The Flying Scotsman turned onto a junction he was most familiar with, as he felt as if he had already arrived. At the sheds, Gordon was dozing for his next train. Murdoch was talking with Douglas, Diesel, Charlie, and Donald when they were rudely interrupted. With the screech of a brake, the Scotsman had arrived on the turntable. Took a giant whiff of air. Great to be back. What a stretch of the wheels, that main line, smooth and dry as ever. Why, it's Scotsman here, Dougie. I guess he's back to teach Henry another lesson about denders. Nope, not this time. I'm here for one occasion. He looked over. Sleeping as he'll ever be. Doesn't surprise me. Scotsman blew a long, long whistle, startling Gordon. You indignant scallywag. Oh, Scotsman. Why are you here, Scotsman? Well, Sir Topham Hatt told me about the record, and I couldn't miss it. Another express record, Gordon. Man, if you don't stop beating your own records, there's gonna be nothing to beat. Welcome back, Scotsman. You only train longer than I am, and I'm quite the goods engine. Well, I'm quite the passenger engine, said Scotsman cheekily. I am pleased you are still more famous than most revolutionary diesels. I've heard the stories, Diesel. The rumor gets on quickly. Oh, those lies. Lies. Diesel rolled back in his shed and slammed the door. Everyone began to chuckle. Come on, Scotsman, let's go tour. I know it's been a while since you've been here. Follow me. We'll start out at Brendam. With that, Gordon surged towards the docks, with the Flying Scotsman following shortly behind. Oliver and Stanley were waiting at a junction when Duck puffed in. Have you heard the news? Scotsman's back for another visit. Another visit. Oh, what an enterprising engine he is. I've never actually seen the Flying Scotsman, said Stanley. Is he arriving here? Gordon says he's taking him to Brendam, so if you park it in here, I'm sure you'll meet him. Well, hooray, said Stanley. Good for me. He's quite the famous engine. We're all famous engines, said Oliver. That's right, Mr. Oliver, said Toad. All famous indeed, even us brake fans. And they all began to laugh. Spencer was thoroughly enjoying pulling the Duke and Duchess around the island, when suddenly he stopped at Henry's tunnel. Have you heard the news, said Molly? The Scotsman's back for another visit. Oh, the Flying Scotsman. I bet you he's not as famous as me and not as fast as me. Oh, please, he was the first engine to reach 100 miles per hour. I'm sure he's faster than you. Pa, I'm sure he's not a private engine like me. We're quite exquisite, you know. The news traveled faster on the island, and everyone was excited. But the days passed by, and soon Scotsman's visit came to a close. Oh, I wish I could stay longer, brother. Well, Scotsman, you need to go back. They need you there. Well, of course, every engine's needed everywhere. We're enterprising engines, you know. Well, of course, said Gordon. You have a lovely island, said the Scotsman. I will visit any time Sir Topham Hatt allows me to. I know that, said Gordon. He runs a railway exquisitely fine.